Joining me now is my two guys. Mike Reiss from ESPN, Christian Fauria, and let me tell you something.
Tough one, huh, Steve?
Oh,
you still hurt from
boy.
it?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I mean, I think we've really kind of discussed it right after the game happened. I feel like those the week 3 and week 4, that's the Discovery Channel. You have no idea what you're going to get. It's imagination land. Oh. It's really kind of odd because what the Jets had was a real understanding of what your limitations were and what your strengths were after 2 games. So the very first series, they blitz you, and you have a man, and there's a man free. Constantly, when they blitz, the offensive line did not know how to block them. And that's because they had 2 games, only 2 games to really prep, diagnose, figure out tendencies, what your limitations are, and what you're good at. And they exposed you. To me, that was bound to happen. I don't know about you.
Well, so the one thought I have is this could be one of those Thursday blips. Like, we watch the Thursday games every week.
You want to call that a blip?
Well, it's more than a blip. I mean, a disaster. But hear me out here, Steve.
Okay.
Those Thursday games, because you don't practice leading up to those games, can be sloppy. They can be low energy. I think we've seen some teams around the league play those Thursday games and they don't look like themselves. So I think the best case scenario for the Patriots is that it was a Thursday type of dynamic, worse than a blip. But if it's worse, Steve, we're in for a long year because that was bad football.
But here, I got to talk about the offensive line before I even get to the quarterback, okay?
Here's the problem with the offensive line.
I'm stuck.
Here's the problem with the loss for words.
I don't know what to say.
It's not.
What are we doing?
Is it fair to say? Is it too cliche to say it is what it is? Because I feel like that's in its simplest terms, it is what it is. No one's coming to help you. There is an offensive lineman riding into town on a white horse, and ready to save the day. Those don't exist. No one's coming to save you. That's the whole theme they had last year, and it's reality now. So I look at it.
But there were a couple guys that were hurt.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Guys are hurt. But here's the biggest issue. I think the thing with the NFL is like if a team feels like you have a weak spot, they keep hammering it and exposing it and going after it until you prove you can stop it. San Francisco, mark my word, will do the same blitzes that the Jets did, and they're going to test them.
And so, to your point, Steve, what the best case scenario for the Patriots? They get City So, they're starting left guard back. So that would be a piece that helps them.
Okay.
And the left tackle's a big problem. I mean, Vidarian Lowe is the best of a shaky lot, Steve, and that's. If you're relying on Vidarian Lowe, that tells you you're not in the best situation.
So that brings me to the quarterback situation. And people want to see Drake Maye play. And Drake Maye play sooner than we all think because Jacoby Brissett is taking hit after hit after hit. And he keeps getting up. But
why don't you take this one first and I'll follow.
Jacoby Brissett took 15 hits in that game. He's taken 30 hits over the first 3 games.
You feel his pain.
And you can feel like it's like the next time you wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get back up. Steve, I would never play Drake Maye behind this line right now. I think it would be dangerous. It would be possibly setting him back. We see what happened with Bryce Young with the Panthers. Yeah. I mean, they might want to consider getting another quarterback in here just in case that happens.
I think I look at it and I go, I bring myself back to when I was a rookie, when I first stepped foot on a football field. And the reason I think they played a part of the reason is because when you get into the NFL, it's kind of surreal. The first time I played in a game, like week 3, I played against the Denver Broncos. I caught a pass. I'm running down the field. Here comes Steve Atwater. And in my head, and I kid you not, I was thinking before he tackled me, oh my God, that's Steve Atwater. It was crazy. So I do think that there is something about, listen, let's get him out there. Yeah. Let's let him calm down. Let's let him realize that it's no different than where he played in North Carolina, where he played in high school.
Well, actually, he played pretty well. He had deer in the headlight, but I thought he played okay.
That, to me, and under those circumstances, are going to happen. I do think he's I like the fact that they gave him live ammo.
Well, here's
up
the thing.
And down.
Why did he play?
So I think he played because the game was out of reach, and they just wanted to give him some experience to feel the game speed.
Yeah.
To feel,
that's
different. Steve Atwater. I love that story.
Yes.
And he almost got picked on his first play. Hey, that's the game speed. You got to be more decisive than that when you're dropping back, throwing the ball.
Gerard sticking with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Right move?
Right move, Steve. He did nothing to lose his job in that situation. Yeah. And 2, I mean, Steve, that offensive line, it's not just the offensive line. The back's got to protect better, and the tight end's got to block better. Just the whole operation right now is not set up to help a rookie succeed.
Jacoby Brissett been sacked 2 times the last 8 games. They can't throw a ball past 20 yards. He hasn't thrown for over 150 yards in one game. It's only been 3. So that is who they are. So if you can't run the football, you can't control the clock, and if you're not the beneficiary of a turnover here and there and an advantageous field position, you're not going to win. That's the game plan for them. They know it. They're not stupid.
Right.
That's just, they just got to play the way it is.